We continue to be incredibly fortunate with the weather today as we shook off the chills from this morning and now we're seeing temperatures rise. We're excited to have the men's Masters 4 event. We see the first boat coming down the course. We've got 32 competitors in this event. The course record was set 2 years ago by ex-Nemo in a time of 16:35. The first boat around the turn here, and in fact, just about the only boat we can see right now is Club Nautico de San Juan, which is made up of Ian Emery, Porter Collins, James Besser, Taylor Brown, and Anders Weiss. Let's hear it for Club Nautico San Juan, putting a lot of space between themselves and the second boat to approach Elliott Bridge. A little bit of a shake-up here. We've got actually Minneapolis Rowing Club, bow number 4, coming along with a lot of space behind them from the Twin Cities. So we've seen bow number 1 and then bow number 4.
Oh, this is so much better.
Very tight competition here rounding the bend. On the inside of the Elliott Bridge turn, we've got bow number 3. Bow number 2 has yielded, as they are expected to, based on club rules, river rules. But we've got Potomac Boat Club, oldest boat club in the Washington, D.C. area, hugging those buoys as they come around the turn here, followed by ex-Nemo, which is mostly Harvard University alumni.
Yes, the course rules here you mentioned. If a faster crew is coming up from behind a slower crew, the slower crew must yield the racing line to the faster crew. Now, if you're in the boats themselves, that can be up to interpretation. So sometimes you will hear coxswains using impolite language to communicate with each other.
Sometimes you just need to get the other coxswain's attention.
Sometimes, yes, but not the referees.
Bow number 6 here, coming around the turn. This is a crew from Chicago. This Masters crew won the Masters National Championship and the Straight 4 this summer.
I believe the Chicago Rowing Foundation, I believe, is their full title. So as we were discussing earlier with all the various records set, the midday racing around the 1-2 o'clock hour, that's when wind was peaking. So this was about 14 to 15 mile an hour sustained winds last year. We have nothing close to that this year. Right now we're at about a 4 mile an hour wind that won't be doing much for helping record-setting pace.
We've got bow number 7 from Rex Boat Club coming around the turn here.
And then bow number 8.
This is Tyrian Boat Club.
Yes.
My fellow University of London Boat Club alumni. You'll see the traditional purple and white checked unisuits, which is unusual here in the U.S., but is a little more common in British rowing attire.
Yes, it's much more of a fine check than what we're used to here. Here it's usually 4, maybe 6 blocks.
Right. It's a tight checkerboard. Your fashion committee up here. We've got bow number 11 approaching the bridge right now, which is another crew that...
It's a London Rowing Club.
Another crew from the Tideway in London. It's great to see so many British crews here this year. Followed by bow number 5, which is Case Western Reserve, or Western Reserve Rowing Club.
And then we have bow number 9, CRI, locals from upriver. All these London crews, it is a nice reminder that the Head of the Charles is truly an international event. We have about a dozen countries represented this year, a little over.
Yeah. 35 countries, actually.
Oh, sorry, 24.
Yes. Bow number 13 coming along here in the blue and white as they round the turn. That is Union Boat Club here on their home course from Boston.
That's one of the other oldest clubs in the U.S. And behind them, right on the buoy line, is Pacific. So that is, of course, out of San Francisco, Pacific Rowing Club.
And then we've got bow number 10 in the red and white tops. This is PNRA out of Princeton Junction, New Jersey.
Yes, that's they use the same facility as the high performance training facility down in Princeton.
We've got a Chinese crew here, bow number 12, the Zhejiang University Bumblebee Rowing. They're excited to be back at the head of the Charles. It's been 8 years since this crew's been with us from China.
Yeah, people on the bridge, let's make some noise for Bumblebee. And then approaching the bridge right in front of Cambridge Boat Club is Sammamish Rowing, bow number 17. Joining us from Washington, that's Washington State, not the capital.
We've got bow number 19 here, which has a boat that's passed a few crews. This is the Wisconsin University alumni. We've got multiple IRA champions, Eastern Sprints champions, and so forth, mostly from around 2008. Wisconsin's actually celebrating its 150th year of men's rowing. And then we've got Avalon Rowing Club here from Chincoteague, Virginia. Bow number 15 approaching Elliott Bridge.
Oh, and we have a large clump of alumni crews coming around the corner. We will try to announce them in order the best we can, or at least provide identifying information. But out in front is bow number 20. That's Fairmount from Philly. And then following them with the red blades out in front, black unis, black hats, red blades, that is Rose City, Portland, Oregon. They are old junior alumni.
Potomac on the inside.
On the buoy line, in red, that's Potomac. That's red blades with the white stars. And on the outside of the buoy line, trying to hold off Potomac, is Buffalo River Rowing Club. This is their master's program out of Buffalo, New York. They train on the Buffalo River, taking 90-degree turns frequently. So they are very familiar with large turns like we have here on the Charles.
This Potomac Boat Club boat is on the move, having already passed about 6 boats as they head into the final stretch of the race here.
And in that bright green, that is East Bay Rowing Club from Barrington, Rhode Island. Much like CRI here in the Boston area, they're a community boat club trying to provide access to our wonderful sport